If you have come across this video, then you can probably tell that 1, I love crochet, and 2, I do a lot of it. It's pretty clear from my YouTube channel, my patterns, my social media in general, that crochet plays a very big role in my life. And so today's video is why I think you should get into crochet. I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie. Let's get into today's video. I have been crocheting for most of my life. I was taught when I was 7 by my nan, and I've been doing it consistently for years. I think ever since COVID hit and we were left in a lockdown, we couldn't leave the house, I really truly got back into it then. And ever since then, crochet has really been a consistent part of my life. Most days I crochet. It's very rare that I don't crochet during the day, at least once. And there are a lot of benefits that come with crochet, which maybe people haven't thought of, which I think is a big reason why I'm such an advocate for starting crochet. So I thought I would make a video where I just list all of the reasons why I find crochet so great, which will be beneficial for others as well. So first of all, it is great as just having a hobby in general is a really good thing for you. It is so great for your mental health, having something that you can focus on and be passionate about. I think everyone needs to have a hobby, and it's such a fun and creative one where you really can put a lot of time and energy into it and just feel good about doing it. One thing about me is I am awful at drawing, absolutely awful at drawing, painting, anything like that. I did not label myself as a creative person for most of my life. I was always like an academic person. I never was into the arts because I didn't think I was good at it. But for me, crochet was so much more accessible because I feel like you didn't have to be innately crafty in the sense of being able to both visualize something and then execute it like drawing wise and make it look how you're picturing it. With me, I have always been able to picture how I wanted something to look, but it would never translate well on pen and paper. Whereas with crochet, it really does a lot more than I ever thought it could. So it's extremely satisfying, and it is great for a way of being creative, which is a bit more unconventional than what you would traditionally view as having that artistic kind of hobby. The second reason I think you should crochet is because it is a very fulfilling hobby in particular. What I mean by this is it's an extremely satisfying hobby where you are able to have something that you have created at the end of a project. So being able to physically hold something or wear something, use something that you have created when you've crocheted it completely from scratch, it really is something to be proud of. It's a great thing that you would then be able to gift to others and be proud whilst you're gifting it to them, or you can then keep it and use it in your daily life. And every time you look at it, you feel that sense of fulfillment all over again, because not all hobbies have something where at the end of it, you have something that you've crafted physically, which you get to keep. And obviously all hobbies are great, but for me, having an end project, which I get to keep and I get to look back and just think of all of my hard work and effort that I put into it, it's a really big reason why I love crochet. The other reasons are more health related, because a lot of people don't realize the benefits that crochet actually has on your body as well. So number 1, crochet actually really helps with anxiety. The reason for that is it is something that you can kind of focus on and kind of slightly zone into. It is very smooth, repetitive movements and actions. You can kind of get like lost into it. And I, as someone with very bad anxiety, can confirm that it really helps me. It just keeps me zen and chilled whilst feeling fulfilled, feeling proud of what I'm doing. It is very much helping my mental health at the exact same time. And I feel like hobbies where this is the case, they're very valuable to have in your life. I would say painting and other hobbies such as that very much fall into that category as well. So having a calming hobby like this is extremely beneficial, especially if you have quite a stressful life day to day as well. The other thing which a lot of people don't know about with crochet, and I believe the same will apply for knitting, but I know this for crochet for a fact, is that it very much helps with your brain health as well. What I mean by this is that there is scientific evidence that when you crochet, you're reducing your chance of developing dementia or Alzheimer's, which I never knew. So I only learned that, I want to say, a few years ago, when crochet was already a very big part of my life. But knowing that not only am I enjoying what I'm doing, it's actually helping with my brain health with what I am doing, I feel like that's just a win-win. Obviously, you do have to bear in mind the certain limitations that you do need to do with crochet, or the precautions that you need to put into place to make sure that you are keeping your bodily health the way it should be. What I mean by this is that you should just take extra care with using ergonomic hooks, make sure that you're not pushing yourself and causing physical damage, because that is very much a thing you could do with crochet, alike with many other hobbies. But this can be combated with stretching your hands before and after you have a little crochet session. You can make sure you're using the ergonomic hooks that I always recommend trying. Things like that help make sure that your hobby only has positives, really. Another reason why I think you should learn how to crochet is if you are like me and you have an idea for an item of clothing that you really want, for example, you've seen something that you like, but you want it in another color, you have an idea of a fun style that you would like to wear, well, the joy with crochet is that you can make it. The satisfaction of being able to look at something online, like a bag as well, for example, and go, oh, I really want a bag like that, and then making it for yourself is, in my opinion, again, far more rewarding than going out and purchasing something yourself. On that note, crochet also supports slow fashion and is basically the opposite of the fast fashion lifestyle, which a lot of us have been seeing just really taking over in the recent years. Crochet is about putting all of that energy into a piece you're going to keep for years and years, which I just feel like it's such a good quality to have in a hobby, being able to keep these pieces, have them be a significant piece in your wardrobe, for example, that you always go back to. And again, just promoting a healthier way of living and a healthier relationship with clothes as well, because I feel like nowadays we have such a skewed perception of that and fast fashion. I've done a video on crochet and fast fashion as well in the past, but yeah, I feel like it's such a great hobby to have for that reason as well. The final reason that I am going to try to convince you guys to crochet is the absolutely amazing community that you have with fibre art. I've been crocheting for years. I have got a very amazing community, to be honest, on my Instagram. I absolutely adore all of my followers, the lovely comments, people working on my patterns and sending me updates of how they're doing and their version of my design, which is amazing, by the way. I love to see all of that. Also, the friends that I have found online who are lifelong friends who I've known for years now, that I found because of this hobby that we all share, and maybe we wouldn't have known who each other was if we had never fallen in love with crochet like we all have. Crochet has so many benefits, some that are probably obvious and others which maybe you haven't even thought of, but I really think you guys should consider taking up crochet as a hobby. And if not, maybe this will encourage you to find a different hobby that you guys can put your energy and your time into. Hobbies are a great thing to have. I think crochet is an extremely satisfying one at that, which is quite obvious given everything that I post and talk about. Let me know in the comments below if you have been taking crochet on as a hobby, and if so, how recently and what you have managed to make so far. Or if you're like me and you have been a long-time crocheter, let me know how you first found out about crochet and how you got into it and what your proudest project has been over the years. If you have gotten to this stage of the video and you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so, as well as pressing the bell to be notified when my next video is up. I do a lot on here. There's a lot of tutorials, everything and anything crochet, because again, it is my absolute passion. I adore crochet, if it's not already clear by the nature of this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, then do press the thumbs up for this video so I know that you guys are enjoying it. As always, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.